Referee Alexander Diamond. Congratulations to Alexander Diamond. His first senior grand final gets us underway. And it's Campbelltown with early possession and Kira Glynns. And here's Cavino. But they've just turned it over. And it's gone back the other way now. And Dorber has it. Wants to get it out to the attacking left, Nicola. But now it's with Dorber again. Plays it out to Doman. Doman now wants to loop it in, but it's been headed away by Weston and helped on by Yuka Sasaki. Here's Hazelwood. A good intervention there by Glynns. Asada. Now it's Monique Rakiki. Just trying to get Campbelltown into attack, but Middleton repelled it. Got it to Sasaki. Panagaris and then Hazelwood. But intercepted again there by Amelia Rakiki. Glynns. And Monique Rakiki dispossessed there. Panagaris just wants to get Willoughby going on the attacking right. Willoughby now charging forward. Willoughby into the area. And Cavino had to scramble back to get an important foot in, but Willoughby still has possession, needs support. Turns. Comes back the other way. Still just looking for an option. Can she get a cross in or force the corner? She's forced the corner. Oh, an interesting start, Dylan, and it was a good cross-field ball, and Willoughby made good use of it.
Yeah, both teams starting with a lot of energy and a lot of positive attacking intent. So, yeah, really exciting that we have a corner in the first minute and a half of the game.
And it's going to be taken by Yuka Sasaki. Just a quick intervention from referee Diamond, making sure everyone's okay in the area. Swung in, Hazelwood trying to get in there. There's a bit of a scramble, but the ball has ended up with Claudia Jenkins, who's clearly chosen to replicate the team kit with her special hair colour for today. And she goes long, very long. Headed away by Cerulis. Nishitani. Back to Middleton. Sasaki. That's Nano Sasaki. To Yuka. I think I just called her Nishitani because I'm used to a blue and black shirted fullback coming out of that. My apologies. Mina not playing today. Yuka Sasaki is. Ball's just gone out for throw into Campbelltown to be taken by Glynns, who was very good last week in Campbelltown's win over West. Asada, it's gone out. It's going to be a throw in this time for Comets. Middleton looking for Hazelwood. Trimboli with the clearance. Here's Nano Sasaki for Comets. Battling with Asada. Nano still trying to take on Monique Rakiki as well, but Doman will be able to get the ball back to Jenkins. Claudia Jenkins, one of only 3 players to have played in this fixture before for the that are in the Campbelltown City side. The others, Chelsea Dorber, and just pause for a minute because Monique Rakiki might get a cross in towards Dorber here, and they've conceded a corner this time, Comets. Got to say the others are the other was Sienna Cavino, who's played for West Adelaide. Now, Dorber to take the corner, Campbelltown's first. And it's into a good area, but headed away by Nano Sasaki, and Yuka Sasaki might be able to just get the ball to safety. Panagaris up against Glynns. Yuka Sasaki gets it back over for Panagaris. Oh, Trimboli's come through heavily there. And that's possibly hurt Chrissy Panagaris. Just look at the replay. She's gone through quite heavily, and Trimboli will get a booking there.
That was a very tough challenge by Jose Trimboli, which I think very characteristic. She's one of the toughest players I've played with or against, and unfortunately just mistimed that one and ended up getting Chrissy Panagaris right in the stomach.
And Looks like Chrissy's really the worse for wear after that challenge. And well, we hope that might have actually been Trimboli's knee that went into Panagaris's midriff there. She's about to get back on to her feet, so that's something. Or maybe not. So, well, Comets may have a problem here.
Yeah, you really hope that she can recover from this and get back on the field, because she's such an important part of this Comets team. That would be a really big loss for them so early in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Panagaris's third grand final. And Comets are just going to start with 10 players as the game restarts for now. Scored in the very first WNPL Grand Final in 2016, Chrissy Panagaris in Metro United's 4-0 win over Adelaide City. Was also in the 2018 Metro side that went down to the Adelaide City side that you were in by a goal to nil at Hindmarsh that afternoon.
Yeah, she really has so much experience behind her, Chrissy Panagaris. She's been playing in this league for many, many years. Now
Dorba's got an opportunity. The other side of the keeper, Chelsea Dorba. That is narrowly wide. And a really, really big chance there for Campbelltown in the 7th minute. Well, it looks like Panagaris is going to come back on. Doesn't look 100%, but is going to give it a try. Meanwhile, play continues. Hazelwood with the header for Comets. Trimboli with the clearance. Over to Monique Rakiki. Under pressure. And Notridge won the ball. Sasaki. Yuka. Middleton. Nicola. Notridge again. Just wanted to get Willoughby going, but it's gone all the way to Claudia Jenkins. And some strapping for Panagaris. You can't see it at the moment, but she's being strapped around that area where she was injured and is going to try to come back on. You get a bit of a sense, Dylan, of just a few nervy moments so far. Is it hard to get into the swing of these games and just start playing the football you want to play sometimes?
Yeah, I think some of these games you go in and both teams are very cagey, trying to figure each other out. But I think in a way this is the total opposite. I think both teams are really going for it from the start, and it's been end to end, and both teams have had corners and chances. So, which makes for a great game for everybody watching. Yeah. But I think, both teams are kind of working their way into it, and hopefully the game will settle a little bit as they find their feet out there.
I'm just going to throw down to Johnny Kecko. Johnny, can you give us an update on the Panagaris injury?
So he jumped off his seat and had to quickly get seated. But it's going to be a rough one now, I reckon. It's going to be heated in this game today. So what a way to start it. But big game here today, and the crowd's pumping. So absolutely very much looking forward to the next 90 minutes or more.
Thanks, Johnny Kecko, down on the sideline for us. We are into the 9th minute of the 2025 Apex Steel WNPL SA Grand Final, brought to you by JB Metropolitan. One talking point already. Big foul by Joe Trimboli on Chrissy Panagaris. Trimboli booked and Panagaris injured, but has come back onto play. Now Trimboli's appears to have been on the receiving end of a challenge.
Yeah, I think this is shaping up to be a really interesting battle between Chrissy Panagaris and Joe Trimboli. I think both have put in very hard challenges on each other, and we're not even 10 minutes into the game yet, so I'm sure we'll be seeing much more between the two of them, and it's making out to be a really intriguing battle, so it'll be very interesting to see.
Free kick taken by Jenkins. Asada gets it along. Middleton should be able to see that out. I should mention that Adelaide Comets have 7 players starting today that are previous grand finalists. the two Sasaki sisters. They played in this fixture for Adelaide City. Emily Hazelwood for Salisbury Inter. Abby Middleton and Sienna Weston both played for the NTC side that made the 2023 Grand Final. Of course, Chrissy Panagaris, we mentioned, playing for Metro United. So they've only got the 4 players on the field that have not been in this fixture before. Young Izzy Nottridge, who the ball's coming towards now, but it's Willoughby clearing. She's another of those 4. Her and Maddie Molino having come from Flinders United this year. And there's one surprising one. We'll mention that in a minute, because here's Nano Sasaki trying to get Willoughby going on the attacking right, but that's gone out for a throw. Georgie Nicola probably might surprise some people to know it's her first Grand Final on the field. In 2021, she was part of the West Adelaide side against Salisbury Inter in the Grand Final, but was an unused substitute. And a couple of injuries have held her back in previous years. Here goes Willoughby. Doman trying to hold her back, and Doman winning the ball there, but it's come to Nano Sasaki. Nicola, important foot in there by Yanella. Yuka Sasaki gets it over to Hazelwood. Emily Hazelwood in the area, dangerous in these situations. Goes the shot, and it's going to break for Panagaris. Oh, big save by Jenkins. Panagaris can get possession back. Battling away in the area. Hazelwood takes over again, and he'll try to get the cross in, but just miscued on that occasion. And the first opening there, perhaps probably the best chance, apart from that one at the other end that was put narrowly wide by Chelsea Dorber.
Yeah, really great chance for Campbelltown, and for that ball to fall to Chrissy pretty much in the 6-yard box. Claudia Jenkins did incredibly well to smother that shot and keep Campbelltown in the game. So, yeah, it's really shaping up to be quite an end-to-end match.
Cavino played in 2 Grand Finals with West Adelaide, was an unused substitute when they won in 2022. Battling away there is Monique Rikiki and Nano Sasaki. Rikiki just managed to get it back in time. There's Amelia Rikiki trying to get the ball forward, but Middleton should cover that off. And gets it back from Molino. Weston. Here's Cerulis. Long up the right-hand side looking for Willoughby, who heads it inboard, but Cavino will get there ahead of Panagaris. And it's just going to come back out to Molino, who'll keep it in. And take it into the area. Goes long. Well, not too long, but one by Rikiki there, Amelia, but then it's Nicola. Just past Yuka Sasaki. Here's Brooklyn Rigney, who's the hero 2 weeks ago for Campbelltown against Salisbury Inter, but Middleton takes over now for Comets and wants to get that ball over to Hazelwood. That's just going to go a little bit too far. Claudia Jenkins. Just going to take her time. Use Cavino. Out to the attacking left where Monique Rikiki is, but Nottridge got a foot in there. There's Dorber. Doman just trying to lift it over. Nottridge with the header. Willoughby gets it along to Panagaris. Nicola. Trimboli with the header. And Dorber just trying to work it forward, but Middleton. Ball's been up in the air for a while, but Nano Sasaki with a nice foot gets it down to Yuka. Now, Hazelwood trying to get around Glynns. And Trimboli with the clearance. Oh, we're 14 minutes in. How have you seen it so far as far as the balance of play and the type of football we've seen, Dylan?
Yeah, no, it's been a really intriguing first 15 minutes of this game, and I think Comets have probably had a bit more of the ball, but Campbelltown's been able to break and create a couple of chances themselves. So I think if Comets can get the ball on the ground and find players like Nano Sasaki and Yuka Sasaki in the pockets facing forward, I think that's where we'll see some of their best football and probably play more to their strengths than the ball in the air.
Well, Willoughby had 3 red shirts around her, but still got the ball to Nano Sasaki, but this time Asada, her compatriot, is able to win possession and clear. Just a word on the officials. I mentioned that it was Alexander Diamond's first senior grand final. Congratulations. The assistant referees today are Judah Tan and Jaakko Sopanen. The fourth official is Angus McDonald. The referee coach is Sean Grimmond. And the shadow referee is Ethan Brandt. Now, can Monique Rakiki get onto this? Cerulis just leads the race and gets it back calmly to Molino. And that's going to go out for a throw-in. Both of these sides fielding the same 11s that they did in their most recent games. Campbelltown's, of course, being a 2-1 win in last weekend's preliminary final over West Adelaide. And Adelaide Comets, they had the week off. Their last match 2 weeks ago was against West Adelaide in the major semi-final. And they won that 3-1 after extra time. Both of these teams had to come back from behind, Dylan, to defeat West. And normally when West get ahead, you know, you're almost counting the goals. Real turn up. Yeah, no, it was really great games in the last few weeks of this final series. I think everybody thought West Adelaide was going to be in this game, and I think that's the beautiful thing about the final series, is that on any given day anything can happen. And I think for Comets and Campbelltown, everything came together for both of those teams kind of right at the right time. So really great games to watch, and really exciting that, as we said before, both these teams have never actually played in a WNPL Grand Final before, so really special occasion. Well, it's a bit of a story for both teams, really. You might say, well, Comets finished second and they've been a good side for the last few years, but the last few years we've seen the Comet wobbles in the finals, and they went out in straight sets last year and the year before. And this time they really got their two matches earlier in this final series right. A win over Salisbury into a hard-fought 1-0 win in the first week of the finals, and then the 3-1 win over West 2 weeks ago, where they came from behind. Nano Sasaki plays the 1-2 there with Nicola. Tries to take on Amelia Rakiki. Nano out to Hazelwood. Hazelwood, it's gone into Glynns. She'll get possession again, but that's going to go out for a goal kick, as she so often does, Emily Hazelwood. 2 weeks ago, she was a match winner. Goal to bring Comets level in normal time, and scored their third in extra time. Scored in the 2021 Grand Final for Salisbury Inter against West. And also one of Comets' major pieces of silverware, the 2023 Cup. She was the match winner that day too, with the only goal of the game. Yeah, she's such a dynamic player, Emily Hazelwood. I think watching her get the ball in 1v1 situations, like, she's so dynamic, so exciting, can create, can score. I think she's been such an important part of this Comets team this season and in the last couple of years. Yeah, she's certainly been a big part of WNPL since coming here from her native Tasmania. Dynamic winger. Now it's a throw in for Campbelltown. Asada just being hemmed in by both Hazelwood and Middleton. That's going to be a Comets throw. Abby Middleton, of course, now officially an A-League player. 2 appearances for Adelaide United in the season just gone. And goes long towards Willoughby, who brings the ball down. Nano Sasaki wants to get Panagaris going up against Cavino here. Cavino holds on and gets the ball up towards Monique Rakiki, but that's going to be a free kick to Willoughby, who's been playing on the attacking right for the last few weeks for Comets. Of course, plays a lot centrally, but there's been a bit of reshuffling. As Comets lost Erin Kontoutsakos a few weeks ago, who signed a contract in Greece. They are trying to get it into Nicola. That's going to be a free kick, I think, for a foul on Trimboli. They really have an array of attacking options, don't they, Comets? That front 6, their 3 midfielders and their front 3 are all fantastic players, and I think the really cool thing is
you know, it's quite interchangeable as to where they play and the roles that they play. So, yeah, I think getting Hazelwood and Willoughby isolated 1v1 wide will be really important for Comets in this game.
Long from Jenkins, who was on the losing side in her only previous grand final, the 2022 grand final between West Adelaide and Adelaide City. Saw West Adelaide win the treble. Something they've tried very hard to repeat in the last couple of years, but it's in the finals that they've fallen short. And these two teams both gave West Adelaide that club's first defeats of the season in the final series, after West had gone undefeated in the regular rounds. Asada. Here's Dorber. Wants to take on Middleton. Dorber gets across in. It's not bad. It's just gone past Monique Rakiki. And Anna Willoughby can take possession and has some time. Willoughby. Oh, and wanted it to get inboard to Yuka Sasaki. It's fallen to Nano Sasaki. Gets it back from Nottridge. Nicola, Willoughby, Nottridge. And Amelia Rakiki got a foot in there. Nicola wins it back. And Comets are continuing the attack. Amelia Rakiki's down. Play continues. Cavino, and that'll be a throw in. Well, it was ruled a fair challenge by Alex Diamond. I thought it was too, but still Amelia Rakiki has come off the worst for wear. But I mean, it's probably hard a thing to quantify, Dylan, but can you compare how much different the pressure is in these games to, say, your sort of round 7 or round 12 fixture?
Oh, yeah, it's a completely different game. I think when you're playing in a game like this and, you know, your entire club's out supporting you, your family's here, there's silverware on the line, I think everything is just heightened in games like these. So I think it's really important to kind of manage those adrenaline levels and really try and approach the game like it is any other game.
Doman just managed to get that ball ahead of Willoughby to ensure that Campbelltown could clear there. Ciroulis. Nottridge. Nicola. Willoughby. Nano Sasaki. Now that's a good option. Nicola's there. Panagaris and Hazelwood coming into the middle, looking for Hazelwood. Ball was just a little bit too far in front of her. Hazelwood's able to retrieve possession and try to take on Glynns again, and gets another corner. But I guess that's a good example of some of the artillery Comets have. You know, Nano putting it over for Nicola there, making the cross. Hazelwood nearly bearing down on it.
Yeah, they just have so many attacking options and so many different goal threats. It'll be really exciting to see different players getting on the ball in different areas and creating for each other. And yeah, well, let's see what kind of ball Nano can serve up, because knowing her quality, it'll be something really good.
Several players just off the goal line. Comets have got 2 there and 2 right, and the rest much, much further out. So is this a planned move? Here comes the corner. It's going towards Nicola. Asada just got the header away, and so does Dorber. Here's Yuka Sasaki. Nottridge. Now Ciroulis sweeps it back out to Nano Sasaki, who's looked like in her influential mood today, and that's a good ball for Panagaris. It's hit the bar. Will Nicola get there? Nicola! Oh, it was handball. Quick decision there by referee Diamond to say that Nicola had handled there, but that was close.
What a chance from Chrissy Panagaris to control that ball in the air and hit it on the volley on the turn. That is classic Chrissy Panagaris, and yeah, so close to the opening goal in this game.
Long from Jenkins towards Asada, who gets the header on, but Middleton will come through and win that. It's come to Dorber. Asada. Now can Campbelltown make a move at the other end? Can Monique Rakiki get onto this? Nottridge is there first, turns calmly. Goes along looking for Nicola. I feel like Nicola and Willoughby are doubling up on the right there a little bit, Dylan.
Yeah, I think they're trying to create an overload on that right side, and when they're combining, it's working really well. But I think if they can start to do that a bit further up the field rather than that mid-third, I think they'll find a lot more joy.
Panagaris and Nicola trying to get the ball under control, but it's come out to Rigney for Campbelltown. Yuka Sasaki comes to win the ball and gets it to Hazelwood. Back to Middleton. And she looks for Hazelwood, who's made the run up the wing. Hazelwood resuming battle with Glynns here. Oh, but that ball back is going to be cleared by Rigney. Now, Dorber in a foot race here with Middleton. Dorber bringing it in board. Still going, Middleton still in pursuit. Wants to get it to Monique Rakiki. That's a good challenge by Saroulis. And Monique Rakiki kept fighting, but the ball's broken now for Nano Sasaki. And here is Willoughby. That ball there, though, is going to go out for a throw-in.
Great effort by Chelsea Dauber there to get on that ball and get it to a teammate in the box. I think that's really a great outlet for Campbelltown in this game. Is, you know, Comets is going to have a lot of the ball, and it's about finding those moments when they win it and can transition, and getting Chelsea Dauber facing her defenders 1v1 in those really good areas.
They really want to try to isolate her as best they can, don't they?
Yeah, for sure.
Willoughby plays that ball off Doman for a Comets throw. Here's Nottridge. 17 years old, playing in the grand final. Not even the youngest player in the Comets squad today. Clearance attempted there by Monique Rakiki. It's going to break to Dorber. Just going to have to hold it up and play it back. And Doman back to Covino. Oh, and Chrissy Panagaris was on to what Covino wanted to do. Nearly one possession there. Getting it up the wing, trying to find Monique Rakiki. Covered by Nottridge again. Asada comes in to help. Nottridge has done well and just gets it forward up to Panagaris now. And keeps going. But ball was won well there by Brooklyn Rigney, who plays it to safety. Only 4 league starts this season, Brooklyn Rigney, before today, but 2 of them were in the finals, and that paid off for Campbelltown. 2 goals against Salisbury into here 2 weeks ago. Headed on by Hazelwood. Panagaris is not in a good way. Holding her stomach, which was where she suffered the injury. Willoughby now is on her own, but Anna Willoughby is going to take it on and just gets it wide of the goal.
What a ball from Georgie Nicola in behind for Willoughby to run onto in space.
Yeah, it's definitely a plan there by Comets to just float those over. They've played a few nice balls like that, specifically Nicola and Nano Sasaki putting those balls through for players like Chrissy and Anna Willoughby to run onto.
Yeah, when you have midfielders in your team that have that range of passing, it's such a weapon to use in games like this to isolate your wingers 1v1.
Nano Sasaki, Glynns will win that. Then Amelia Rakiki and Yanella. Gets it back to Amelia Rakiki, and Yuka Sasaki, making a nuisance of herself, has won possession well. And that's a really thoughtful ball inboard for Hazelwood, who wanted to get Willoughby going. Willoughby against Doman again. And Panagaris wanting to get the shot in. Still Panagaris! It's going to be a corner. And looks like that's Covino down at the moment. Geez, been some attrition, but we've absolutely flown through the first half hour here, Dylan.
Yeah, we really have, and it's getting quite physical, and you can see players really going in to every challenge, giving everything, and yeah, hopefully Chrissy Panagaris is okay to continue.
Yeah, she's still showing the effects of her injury. She's walked off. So, well, this isn't a good sign at all. I'm just starting to wonder if that means her afternoon is going to come to an end here. Play is going to continue with Comets taking the corner without their main striker. In it comes towards Nicola at the back post again. Middleton! Oh, great save by Jenkins. That was a really good strike.
That was a great strike and a great save.
Crossing again towards Willoughby, who gets the head on it, but that's going to land safely into the hands of Claudia Jenkins. Now, just off your picture at the moment, Panagaris is walking around the side of the pitch. Someone's come to give treatment. Meanwhile, play resumes. Here's Doman for Campbelltown, just able to see the ball out because it'll be a Campbelltown throw. To Cavino. All the Comets players have sat off. Of course, they're momentarily down to 10. Amelia Rakiki. Glynns. Sells the dummy to Hazelwood. Asada. Rigney. Trying to find an angle to get across in with Weston challenging her, and Weston won that. Out for a throw. Played at Heidelberg in Victoria last year, Sienna Weston, after leaving NTC. Strong side. Finished 4th in the Victorian WNPL last year. Now, it's attacker's broken down. It's going to be a goal kick. A couple of players, Dylan, have tried their hands into state. I mean, look, as much as we love our competition, obviously the population bases in Victoria and New South Wales are very, very big, so they're able to support really strong competitions. But I feel like that both her, Weston, and Abby Middleton, who played in New South Wales, looked like they got a lot out of playing in those competitions.
Yeah, I think it's a great credit to both of those players for making the move and taking the chance and going interstate to challenge themselves in a new environment, in a new team. And it's also great for the league that they're back in Adelaide.
Dorba trying to get a cross in, but Nano Sasaki has blocked that attempt, but it's going to be a Campbelltown corner. I'm interested in, I'm going to ask you about Dorba taking corners in a moment, because we might have some goal mouth action here. It's going to be the outswinger. But Nicola should win that. In fact, it was Cerulis that got it away, and Yuka Sasaki will just play it to safety. But do you want Chelsea Dorba on the receiving end of corners? I mean, she takes nice corners, but she's probably a pretty good target as well.
Yeah.
We'll just pause because Monique Rakiki had a shot in there. But sorry, go on, Dylan.
Yeah, she's definitely somebody that you want as close to goal as possible. But having played with her for a long time, I know she's got a great right boot on her, and her corners have been really good. So if that's the role she has to play in this Campbelltown team, then I think they're in for some really good deliveries. And I'm expecting that any corners on the left-hand side of the field, she'll be aiming at goal with the wind today.
Ball won there by Middleton, but Nano Sasaki's pass went straight to Amelia Rakiki. Here's Asada, but Sasaki gets it back. Nicola, and now Hazelwood's down. Gee, it's absolute attrition here today at ServiceFM Stadium. Panagaris is back on her feet, and it's going to be a throw for Comets, but now we're going to see where things are for Emily Hazelwood. I mean, there's been some massive battles in WNPL Grand Finals, Dylan, but I don't think I've seen one, the first half being quite like this before.
No, me either. I'm trying to think through recent memory, and I don't think I've seen the same number of players on the ground needing treatment as I have in this game, which you know, it's a physical game today, and both sets of players are leaving it all out on the field. So, you know, hopefully everybody is okay and can continue playing. Yeah, it would be a real shame if Emily Hazelwood has to come off in the first half. But
the way she's being helped off is not promising. She's carrying her right foot, and Comets and Campbelltown both taking the chance to regroup with their coaching staff.
I think for Comets it'll be really important for them to mentally stay in this game. I think, you know, hopefully Chrissy can continue, but if they lose Emily Hazelwood, I think that'll be a really huge loss for them so early in the game. So it'll be important for them to regroup and try and find a bit of the form that they had early in this game, where they were keeping the ball really well and creating some really good chances.
So now we're going to restart with Comets again with 10, including Panagaris, who is probably not 100% right now herself. There's a clearance by Trimboli. Nano Sasaki, Yuka, just trying to get past Dorber, and he's taken on a couple of players, including Asada, holds on, but has to go back to Nano. Oh, that ball across might be cut off by Monique Rakiki. No. Chance now. Notridge puts it through for Nicola. Up against Cavino. And former teammates at West Adelaide, of course. Today playing against each other for Campbelltown and Comets respectively. Comets continue still with the 10 on the field. Notridge's throw. Willoughby. Yanella comes to face Willoughby. Gets around her, does really well here, but straight into the hands of Claudia Jenkins. Towards Dorber. The touching board, that's going to be won by Nano Sasaki. Panagaris. Nano. Yuka Sasaki puts it over towards Nicola again. Header won by Cavino, and Doman now has some time. Doman. That ball's going to be intercepted by Notridge. Willoughby. Oh, and Asada intercepted. Monique Rakiki. Trimboli. Intercepted there by Yuka Sasaki. Gets it back from Panagaris. Yuka now trying to take on Glynns, clipping it in towards Weston and Nicola. Oh, Cavino just had a swing and a miss, but got it to Trimboli in the end. Amelia Rakiki and Glynns. Dorber gives it back to Glynns, trying to get it up the wing, but Weston in the way there. And interception there by Dorber. Has she kept it in? No. I've just been reminded from probably someone who wishes to stay anonymous that this is actually Sienna Weston's third consecutive year of playing in a grand final. 2023 with NTC, won it with Heidelberg last year. They finished, I think, I said they finished fourth, but that was on the ladder. They won the grand final. And today, she's in a grand final again.
Grand final veteran.
Incredible. A pretty young grand final veteran.
Yeah, that's right. That's an incredible stat to have played in 3 consecutive grand finals with 3 different teams. That's says a lot about her role in each of those teams.
Long from Jenkins. It's going to fall to Dorber from Nano Sasaki's header. He's come a long way deep to collect the ball there, Dorber. But again, that's going to be put out by the player we were just talking about, Sienna Weston. Throw-in to be taken by Glynns. Started every league and cup game for Comets this season, Kira Glynns. Comets, one of the Campbelltown players that came from Comets at the start of the season, where she's been for the last 3 years. A few players with a foot in both camps. Yuka Sasaki just trying to bring the ball away. And that's really well done to find Panagaris. Now, Panagaris doesn't have a lot ahead of her. Willoughby's there, but the ball's been won by Amelia Rakiki.
Great recovery there from Rakiki. That looked like it could have been a dangerous break from Adelaide Comets, but she did well to get back and win the ball early and help her team kind of reset.
Still playing with 10 Adelaide Comets. Still, Emily Hazelwood is going to try to come back. Just as I said that, she's come back to come on at the next possible opportunity. But Campbelltown have it with Rigney. Rigney with a good cross there. And it just went too close to goal as far as the Campbelltown on-rushing forwards there. Monique Rakiki being one of those.
That was a great ball across the face of the goal and one that's between the back line and the goalkeeper. So it's a really hard ball to defend and, yeah, just put in a great area.
Now, I've been looking for Hazelwood there, Comets, but it went to Glyn's. Asada, Yanella, Dorba. Just had a little opening for a moment. It wasn't easy.
Yeah, but you know, all she needs is half a look at goal, and she's going to try and find it. And we've seen her score in plenty of similar situations like that. So hopefully Campbelltown can get her on the ball in those areas more throughout this game.
Scored the only goal of the game in the 2018 Grand Final. Adelaide City defeating Metro United on that occasion. That was at Hindmarsh. And didn't score in the 2019 Grand Final the following year, but it was Chelsea Dorba's shot that rebounded off the post that allowed Georgia Campagnoli to come in and get the winner in, I think, the 119th minute of that one.
And I think the crazy thing, we were talking about this the other day, is that for the first goal in that game, I think she had a shot that hit the bar that was bundled in by Izzy Hodgson.
Yeah.
So she played a really, really huge role that day for us.
Of course, also scored 4 in a cup final in 2019 against West Adelaide. I'm probably standing with the person that scored the other 2 that day. That Adelaide City defeated West 6-1 on that occasion.
Yeah, she's really scored some big goals in some important games. And when she hasn't, she's either been assisting or in those moments right before the goal, she's been doing something really important. So, yeah, she's definitely a player that you want on your team in a finals game for sure.
Yuka Sasaki, of course, another Grand Final winner with Adelaide City, but that ball there trying to find Hazelwood has gone all the way through to Jenkins. We're just starting to get close to the halftime whistle. No goals so far in this one. We're in the 43rd minute. Weston with the interception there. And Rigney was trying to find Dorba. They just weren't on each other's wavelength on that occasion. And it's gone through to Molino. It goes long towards Panagaris. Brings it down well. Yuka Sasaki. Middleton. Gets it back from Yuka. Well, that's intercepted by Amelia Rakiki, but that ball forward's going to end up with Molino. He looks to the right where Nicola is, who heads on well. Trimboli. Ball's just landed between a few players, but here's Panagaris with a chance to run at Cavino. Panagaris. Well, the ball across has just made Hazelwood have to come and backtrack. Looks like she's moving okay, Emily Hazelwood. And Cerulis. Nottridge. Brings the ball inboard. Willoughby. Back to Nottridge. There's players in the middle to aim for, but that's too close to Jenkins. Well, we're into the 45th minute, Dylan. Summary of the first half so far from your point of view.
Yeah, I think Adelaide Comets has done really well to kind of control the game and keep the majority of possession, but I think the next step for them is to try and do that in higher areas of the pitch where they can be a bit more threatening on goal. And Campbelltown have looked really dangerous on the break when they can get their wingers and their 9 running through on goal, and more of a direct style. They've looked really dangerous as well. So, yeah, really great game, really physical. I've really enjoyed it so far, and I think it's setting up for a really interesting second half.
We're not quite done in the first, because now that I think of it, there'll probably be a few minutes of added time with the injuries to Panagaris and Hazelwood. Haven't seen the board yet. Across there in for Willoughby, and it's just hooked away there by Yanella. There's going to be 3 added minutes. Hazelwood, who's just gone back to cover with Middleton up forward. Hazelwood just trying to get it over to Willoughby, headed away by Trimboli. Asada. Glynns. Well, that's gone to Nano Sasaki, but that touch has landed at Amelia Rakiki's feet. Rigney, is there a last chance here for Campbelltown in this first half? Dorber. It was closed down by Nano Sasaki. And one thing that Nano did against Salisbury Inter a couple of weeks ago was basically play as a third centre-back. And I feel like there's probably times where she's drifting in between those two defenders today.
Yeah, she's the ultimate defensive midfielder. I think she's so good on the ball, but she's also so smart without the ball, and she's very happy to drop back into that center-back line and help defensively. And I think you saw there with that tackle on Chelsea Dauber that she came from the blind side, and so I was able to get a foot in, and yeah, she's been doing really well, and definitely one of the best sixes I've had the privilege to play with.
Yeah, unfortunately no longer, on her way to Canberra for the upcoming A-League W season. And Campbelltown with a late free kick with about 90 seconds left, and Trimboli's free kick was headed away by Yuka Sasaki. Glynns wants to get the ball out to the attacking left, and a chance from Dorber, but a bit much on that one. Out for a goal kick. But worth a go.
Yeah, that's definitely in her range. I think it was well worth a go, and she did well to win that 50-50 and get the ball out of her feet, and I think she's getting really close to finding her range in this game.
Cirulis up towards Nicola. And Panagaris, who, well, my observation, Dylan, is that she's just not moving as freely as normal. It'll be interesting to see how she goes. I mean, she's a warrior. She'll keep battling, but...
Yeah, that's right.
How much pain and how restricted is she? Rigney. Glynns. Willoughby got a foot in there, and Yuka Sasaki sent it back. Oh, and Cavino's ball there put Glynns in trouble. And now, and Cavino just with the interception. Otherwise, Panagaris could have been through on goal. Yuka Sasaki doing some terrific defensive midfield work herself, and is going to get the free kick for Amelia Rakiki's foul. And this could be the last play of this half. We are into the 4th minute of stoppage time, but they'll probably be allowed Comets to deliver this. Wouldn't play it short, because I think the whistle will go if they do that. I think she'll probably put it into the area. And that's what Sasaki does towards Nicola, and the header from Willoughby, and it's cleared. And that's going to be half-time. It's a fascinating first half of the 2025 Apex Steel WNPL SA Grand Final, brought to you by JB Metropolitan. And it is scoreless at the moment, but my goodness, Dylan, we've had plenty of drama.
Yeah, so much drama. I think it's been a really compelling game, and I have to give a lot of credit to Campbelltown. They've really set up super well defensively. Everybody's working so hard to limit Comets' threats. And yeah, they should be really proud of themselves to head into this break 0-0, and I think they're setting themselves up for a really good second half. They've given themselves a really good platform to build on.
Game like this, Dylan, where you've had such a battle in the first half, and the teams are really trying to get a sort of, I guess, physical and psychological advantages over each other. And is it a good chance where they've played this so hard that the second half might really start to open out?
Yeah, and I think you'll see a lot of the experienced players becoming really, really important for their teams in the second half. When things are getting physical and it's chaotic and tensions are high, you really want those players that are level-headed and can kind of continue on and not kind of get dragged down into that gritty fight that can kind of rise above it. So I think both teams have players that are more than capable of doing that. There's a lot of experience on the field, and yeah, it'll be very interesting to see which team can kind of do that better if it is as physical of a game in the second half. Yeah,
I mean, and I think the two coaches, or the respective coaches, I should say, because Campbelltown has the co-coaching of Amiro Gosti and Joe Rikiki, and also Comets with Joel Porter. Look, I think they've both shown that they're very pragmatic coaches. I mean, you know, all these years Joel Porter's been coaching Flinders. He hasn't really been too concerned about what the football looks like to keep them up. And he's also really shown, you know, that defensive edge with Comets when it's been needed this year. And, you know, the Campbelltown coaches as well, you know, I thought they set up themselves defensively in the first half last week against West really well. But something's got to give eventually. So, you know, are we looking for someone to be the game breaker, like an individual?
Yeah, I think for both teams there are plenty of players that can be that player, that player that kind of turns the game on its head and creates something out of nothing. I think both teams have that, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see which team is able to harness that and kind of find that breakthrough moment.
Well, just seeing some crowd shots, and probably saw a few of the highlights beforehand. And I think what's about to happen now is there's going to be a presentation to the players that have successfully been selected in the WNPL Team of the Year. So we're going to throw down to them to make those presentations.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a surprise announcement, Football SA will be announcing the 2025 Gatorade WNPL Team of the Year. Please welcome to the field of play Football SA President Jane Rathjen and Sasha Wainwright, the Board Director, to present the Team of the Year. It's time to announce the Gatorade Team of the Year for WNPL, starting with West Adelaide's in goals, Erin Murphy. Defenders from West Adelaide, Victoria Costanzo. West Adelaide's Gemma McFarlane. Salisbury Inter's Lexi Knox. From Campbelltown City, Alicia Ganeef. The midfielders from West Adelaide, Madeline Wright. From Salisbury Inter, Jasmine Stiles. From the Adelaide Comets, Anastasia Willoughby. The forwards from West Adelaide, Nina Yamada. From Flinders United, Maria Jose Rojas. From Football SA, Grayson Blishke. And the coach of the 2025 Gatorade Team of the Year from Salisbury Inter, Carl Maynard. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the 2025 Gatorade WNPL Team of the Year. Please keep an eye out on Football SA's social media in the coming days as we announce the squad for the upcoming All-Stars match to take on Adelaide United on September 20, right here at 12 p.m. at ServiceFM Stadium.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Elite Football Centre here for the inaugural PlayStation 4 Women's National Premier League SA Grand Final.
Can Roxy Dodd get onto it? She does, and she has scored! Roxy Dodd! She didn't get the touch she wanted, but it's gone in the back of the net. Stockdale! Goal!
Beautiful strike there.
Magnificent!
What a goal for Metro. That is a brilliant goal by Kramasco. The number 26 for Metro United makes it 3-0.
There it is. The full-time whistle has blown, and the celebrations, well, they'd already started with that fourth goal for Panagaris for Metro United. They are the champions of 2016. An absolutely emphatic 4-0 win.
Adelaide City through on goals. It's Power. Great save. And oh, it's a goal. It snuck in. I thought the keeper had saved it, but she snuck it in. What a finish by Power. Steve Bartolo one-on-one with Willisey. Great save by Willisey, but they just couldn't keep it off the foot of Alex Chidiac. Raise Alex Chidiac. Alex Chidiac one-on-one. What can Alex Chidiac do? She goes around Willisey. That's the goal Adelaide City deserved. What a fantastic finish by Alex Chidiac.
Adelaide City are the champions for the 6th time in 9 seasons, for the 7th time overall.
Great ball. It's a one-on-one. This could be 1-0 for Adelaide City. It's Storber. She goes around the keeper and slots it. Adelaide City have hit the front here at Highmarsh Stadium.
And there it is. Adelaide City are the champions of the WNPL in 2018. Oh, she's put it past, it's gone into the post. Nishitani tries to clear, and it's been scooped in. Would you believe it? By Georgia Campagnoli. With just 2 minutes left on the clock, Adelaide City might have won it right at the death. Oh, cheers, also Stockdale. It's 1-1. Laura Stockdale in the 63rd minute. Allowed to get onto it. It's a header. It's another great goal by Ellie Fields. Metro United have done the impossible. And it is quite possibly the greatest story the WNPL has ever told. Klajic. It's a great goal. What a great goal by Dragana Klajic.
Roy Haas. Koite Roy Haas.
It's over! Salisbury Inter have done the treble! They were made to fight by a West Adelaide side that left nothing on the park and twice took the lead. Oh, she spilled it quickly! 1-0 West Adelaide! She needed no second invitation, Rachel Quigley. She makes it 40 goals in all competitions this season. And that is the final whistle. Runners up in 2017, runners up in 2019, runners up in 2021. But finally, gloriously, historically, West Adelaide are champions in 2022. Saved by Conley, Salisbury Inter are the 2023 WNPL champions. They had to go the distance and then some. Tries to get under control, and the shot from Tolland. Salisbury Inter are 2-0 up, and Zoe Tolland, who has been absolutely outstanding with a tremendous finish, which will surely send the title back to Underdown Park. 2021, 2023 and 2024 WNPL champions are Salisbury Inter. It's going back to Titletown.
Amaro, you're here on what must be a huge day for yourself and Campbelltown. I guess tell me the emotions and the feelings that must be going through before we even start this afternoon.
Yeah, the emotions are really high at the moment. We just got out of the dressing room and the girls are really pumped, very excited. A lot of nerves, as you could imagine, but the message was just ride the wave and just be proud of what we've achieved and where we've brought Campbelltown back to where we should be.
You've also played the maximum amount of games possible in the finals. I guess, do you think that consistency in playing and the sharpness you get from that gives you a bit of that extra bump in playing today?
Yeah, to be honest, we're really riding the emotions of playing every game, and the girls are running on top of the ground at the moment. So that's something that we spoke about during the week, and the workload's actually been enjoyable because playing finals football is one of them things that when you're out on the ground, you're tired, but you regroup really quickly.
And you're unchanged as well from last week. Any general injuries or concerns, or you're pretty happy just, again, to continue that consistency you had from throughout this final series?
Yeah, we're unchanged. Consistency is the key for us. So the girls have all been performing well. A winning side's a good side. And, yeah, we're really happy with the way things are going and can't wait for this challenge today. It's a great feeling.
And I suppose just finally, you have defied all odds pretty much to get here. What has been that special ingredient that has gotten you to this crazy stage right now?
It's been love and family, to be really honest with you. Like it's been amazing, the people that have approached Joey and myself and saying I can see from the outside in the love and family that is created with the playing group. It's a special playing group, it really is. We enjoy what we're doing and we're having fun. Even when we were down the bottom of the ladder, I think we'll bottom at the halfway mark, but the girls just will come into training and Joe and I look at each other and go, are we bottom or are we top? Because the way the girls were acting at training, the spirits were high, and we've put a no fear policy in. So we just want to go out there, have fun and play with freedom.
Welcome back to the 2025 Apex Steel WNPL SA Grand Final presented by JB Metropolitan. We're about to kick off the second half. It's Adelaide Comets who are going to be kicking off, and they'll be kicking towards the left as you see it. That's towards the southern end here at ServiceFM Stadium. Campbelltown City still in their huddle. Managed to hold this Comet side to 0-0 in the first 45 minutes. And it'll be Chrissy Panagaris who is, we think, probably really feeling the effects of injury in this game from an earlier challenge from Joe Trimboli. But she is carrying on and she's going to be kicking us off. We just wait on the referee, Alexander Diamond, to get us going again. And Dylan, how do you think this might play out? Can you even guess? It's not easy, is it?
No, I think it's anybody's game at this point. I think both teams did really well in the first half, and yeah, I think this game is completely up for grabs, which is really exciting for everybody watching today.
The Comets have possession with Saroulis. Trying to get the ball over towards Yuka Sasaki. Kira Glynns will get there first. Just play it back to Jenkins, who can clear out towards the right. Good touch there by Middleton to find Hazelwood. It's gone straight into Amelia Rakiki, and here's Monique Rakiki. Asada. Monique Rakiki. Oh, that's going to be taken over by Nicola. Sasaki, Yuka. Hazelwood. There's three in the middle here. Panagaris. Panagaris tries to turn. Straight into Cavino. Yuka Sasaki trying to battle there with Asada. Ooh, what a battle that was. Just hooked away there by Amelia Rakiki. But now Middleton. Hazelwood. Try to get another ball in. No, this time Yuka Sasaki. Oh, the ball back was read by Monique Rakiki. Glynns. Dorber. It's going to break Campbelltown's way. And scooped over towards Asada, but good challenge there by Saroulis. Yuka Sasaki. Haven't minded her game so far, really getting into nice little midfield pockets. Here's Jenkins. Oh, and it's going to go out. Maybe just thought that Willoughby was a bit too close for comfort there with Summer Doman. Here's Izzy Notridge, who scored Comet's first goal of the season in round one against Flinders United. From downtown too.
she's been very solid today. She's won a lot of her tackles and finding some really good balls in behind and to feet with Willoughby and Georgie Nicola there to support her.
Yeah, mentioned 17 years old, hasn't looked overawed at all. Second season at Comets, previously NTC. Here's Doman, who last year was playing in the State League, but not with Campbelltown, with Modbridgettes. Of course, there's only a couple of Campbelltown players on the pitch at the moment that were in their team in the State League last year. Amelia Rakiki, also one of those. And they have a free kick here with Trimboli. Delivering into the area. Can they make a set piece work? Heading towards Dorber. Headed away by Cerulis. Hazelwood holds on. Can't quite get the clearance away. And struggling. Finally, Hazelwood puts a boot through it. Comes out to Glynns. Return ball from Yanella. Oh, but it's been taken over by Hazelwood. Now, Hazelwood to try to bear down on goal. Has Panagaris one side, has Willoughby the other. But that was a good bit of chasing there by Amelia Rakiki. Willoughby has it now, though. Yuka Sasaki. Middleton. Just getting the feeling that Comets are really starting to tighten the screws here. Nottridge. Trying to get through a couple of players. 3 red shirts around her in the end, but she's going to get the free kick. And it's in not a bad position, Dylan.
No, and that's so much better from Comets. So they're trying to combine much closer to the 18-yard box, and they've ended up with a free kick in a really dangerous area. And luckily for them, they have some pretty fantastic free kick takers in their ranks.
Well, Nano Sasaki and Georgie Nicola there. Georgie says to Nano, it's going to be yours, I think. That's what it seemed to be. No, it's going to be Nano. Can get some lovely bend on the ball. Just 3 in the wall. Here goes Sasaki. Goes for power. Oh, that was a really good hit. And Claudia Jenkins had to tip it over. Went for power on that occasion. Didn't go for the bend.
Yeah, what a great strike and a great save to go with it as well.
So now Nano Sasaki to deliver the corner. Plenty of Comets players. They're all getting into the 6-yard area, and it's just going into the side netting. And that's going to be a goal kick for Jenkins. We were just talking before the game, Dylan, about the journeys that some of these players have had over the years in these teams. Claudia Jenkins, yourself, Joe Trimboli, in the Fulham side in 2016, that missed out on playing in the first ever WNPL Grand Final by losing a penalty shootout the week before against Adelaide City. And here we are. Now, Dorber. Oh, nearly got that through to Asada. Here we are today. Trimboli playing in her first grand final 9 years later. And Jenkins in her second.
Yeah, it's a great moment for Jose Trimboli. She's played in this league for so many years now, and yeah, I'm really happy for her that she has the chance to not only play in a grand final, but to captain a side out. It's so deserved, and yeah, she's doing really well so far and has been a really important part of this Campbelltown team this season.
Here's Amelia Rakiki. It's going to be won by Nottridge, and now Hazelwood trying to get control. I was done really well to win the ball despite Kira Glynns' challenge. And, Middleton had taken off, but that was a little bit telegraphed. And Yanella, another player who has had a long journey to play in this game for the first time as well.
Yeah, she's another one that's been in this league for many, many years, and Yeah, she's just such a smart player, technically really good, and really the heart and soul of this Campbelltown team. It's been really nice to see her have such a huge role for this team this season and play such an important part. So, yeah, she's been doing really well today. And
here goes Yuka Sasaki into the area. Panagaris, Chrissy Panagaris! Adelaide Comets have taken the lead. And Chrissy Panagaris, who scored in every match she's played for Adelaide Comets in this 2025 Apex Steel WNPL SA season. She's made the breakthrough in the 53rd minute.
It just had to be Chrissy Panagaris, didn't it? I mean, any time she has half a sniff at goal in the box, you know she's more than likely going to score it, and she placed that really well and gave Claudia no chance, really.
Well, what the craziest stat, one of the crazy stats of Chrissy Panagaris this season, not that she scored in every game, and this is the 10th game that she's played for Comets this season, but she's scored 1 goal in every game. Not 2, not 3, always 1.
Oh, that's a very interesting stat.
Chelsea Dorber scored a goal a game on average, but she scored them all in a flurry. A couple of braces, a couple of not scoring, but Panagaris, 1 game, 1 goal every time.
Very consistent, I guess.
They'll be hoping she can do more than that today, the Comets camp, but she's already put the team in front, and that's exactly what they needed early in this second half. Now here's Nottridge, and that ball over has gone towards Jenkins. Willoughby, oh! It's going to be a free kick, but Anna Willoughby really threw herself at that.
Yeah, very teasing ball in from Nottridge, and
she's
credit
to
Willoughby. Yeah, she's more than entitled to go for that, and yeah, really dangerous area and great piece of goalkeeping by Claudia to make sure that didn't end up in the back of the net.
Chrissy Panagaris becomes only the 4th player to score 2 goals in the Apex Steel WNPL Grand Final, adding to the one that she scored in 2016 for Metro United. And that's a very small club. Alex Chidiak, who got 2 in the 2017 Grand Final, which Adelaide City defeated West Adelaide 4-1 in. Georgia Campagnoli, 1 in 2017 from the penalty spot, 1 in 2019. And Laura Stockdale, 2016 and 2020. Nicola, is that going to be a free kick? It is. And I'm just starting to wonder, Dylan, if Campbelltown are really feeling the pressure now.
Yeah, I think Comets have kind of found their rhythm and their flow a little bit, and you're starting to see players get on the ball in some really dangerous areas and start creating some big chances. So, yeah, I think Campbelltown needs to potentially regroup a little bit, head back to sort of the foundations that they had been playing with through this final series, the defensive foundations that they've had, and really try to look on the break again for players like Chelsea in behind, isolating her 1v1 with the center backs.
Now, Nano Sasaki's almost at exactly the same spot, maybe just a touch further out than the one that she hit a few minutes ago before Panagaris' goal, which was tipped over by Campbelltown keeper Claudia Jenkins. And just a delay at the moment. It's not on camera at the moment, but Marina Asada is getting some treatment in the other half of the field. And looks like an ankle, or is it just a little bit of maybe in the foot? Hard to say. You can see what we can see now. Not sure if it was from a challenge or something else, but Asada is, well, she's just motioned to the sideline, suggesting that maybe she needs to come off the ground, which would be a massive blow for Campbelltown, and just continues the absolute attrition of this match.
Yeah, it's really been brutal.
No one's come off injured and stayed off, but Hazelwood, Panagaris, and now Asada have needed treatment. Meanwhile, Comets have a free kick. Nano and Yuka discuss. It's going to be Nano Sasaki. This time she clips it, but it's just gone a little bit too far for any one of her teammates to run onto, and it's a goal kick. So I think we've got Johnny Keko available on the sideline. Johnny, if you're there, if you can hear me, what was the reaction like on the benches after the goal?
It was absolutely loud down here on the sideline. I can add that. It was incredible how crazy they went. And that second chance that Anastasia Willoughby had as well, you could see Joel Porter had a big smile on his face that they managed to produce something like that straight after. But they're very, very loud down here during that celebration. So I think it's only going to get louder, and I think it's going to get a little bit more heated as well as time goes on. Has there
been some interesting chats and comments from the sides that you've been able to hear? And please don't repeat them if they're not suitable for G-rated television.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing really to put back to you that I can put on TV. But yeah, there has been some chatter going on, especially in that first half where we saw a lot of heat at the early stages, and I think that's starting to continue on. I think as the pressure goes on in the last half an hour, we're going to see a lot more of that, and I'll be able to pass that back up to you as it goes on as well. And something that I'll mention quickly earlier on as well about John Panagaris. He was a bit heated as well when that incident happened with Chrissy Panagaris earlier on in the game. So I'll go back to you now.
No worries. Thank you, Johnny. Of course, no surprise. Player's father would be pretty rattled and upset in a situation like that. Here's Willoughby, who's really making her presence felt in this game. Brings the ball out to Nottridge. Nottridge just clips it in nicely, and the header's not cleared away. Willoughby nearly got there again. Nano Sasaki takes over. Hazelwood. A Comets really in the mood now. Just commentator's curse is real. Cross went straight to Joe Trimboli, and Campbelltown can clear. But here's Nottridge with the ball. Back to Willoughby. Willoughby didn't quite get hold of that shot. Out for a goal kick. But they're at risk now, Campbelltown, I feel, Dylan.
Yeah, I feel like you're really starting to see the experience in this Comets lineup come through, and they're really starting to find their form and find each other in good areas, and yeah, they're creating some really good chances. I think for Campbelltown, they need to get their foot on the ball a little bit, keep the ball for a little while, and try and shift Comets.
Now, here goes Monique Rakiki battling away there with Cyrulis. They get on with it quickly, Campbelltown. Can they respond? Now, can Dorba get across in here? She can. Oh, it's missed everyone, but it hasn't missed Brooklyn Rigney. Brooklyn Rigney trying to get a shot in. Good defending there by Middleton. Made sure. And the follow-up from Rigney was wide.
Yeah, Abby Middleton really needed to get out quickly to close that shot. Otherwise, she would have had a pretty free shot at goal. So good work from Abby Middleton. And yeah, she's got her team possession.
Abby Middleton played her 100th WNPL match in the 2023 Grand Final when NTC played Salisbury Inter. And her 99th match, the preliminary final, she scored the winning penalty in a shootout, and it was against Adelaide Comets, who she plays for today.
Can't really script that stuff, can you?
No. It was close to the best match I've called, that one. We'll come back to it in a minute, because here's Yuka Sasaki, that preliminary final between Comets and NTC. Of course, that was the year that Comets had won the Premiership and the Cup. But NTC took them to 2-2 after extra time and won the shootout in an extraordinary match. And here goes Middleton. Willoughby. Middleton. The cross is good. Panagaris! Oh! That was such a good ball in.
That was all Abby Middleton down that left side, from winning the ball to combining with her teammates and putting a great ball in for Chrissy Panagaris right in the 6-yard box. That was really tremendous work from Abby Middleton.
You see, that cross could not have been better as far as getting it into the feet of Panagaris, but of course Chrissy was just inside the near post. Monique Rakiki to Amelia Rakiki. Hazelwood with the clearance. Can Campbelltown respond? They have played well. Oh, and a mistake there by Doman.
I think they can take reassurance in the fact that they've been in this position before, and you know, they've been the underdog probably all through this final series and have won games that, you know, potentially they haven't been expected to win. And you know, we saw last week when they went 1-0 down against West Adelaide that you know, potentially they could have just dropped their heads and thought that was it against a side that had only lost one game to that point, but they found a way back into the game, and so I think they can take a lot of confidence from that today, that they're in a very similar position to what they were in last week.
You're absolutely right. They were behind for 13 minutes last week. Here goes Willoughby. Ball gets past Oman into Covino, who's just able to get the ball away. Asada. Oh, and Yuka Sasaki read what she was doing. Gets the ball back from Nicola. Yuka Sasaki wants to get it on her left. Interception there by Amelia Rakiki, and here's Glynns. And Campbelltown have made a change with their fullbacks. Glynns has gone to left back. Doman's on the right. Now, here's that was Yanella getting the ball back to Trimboli. Header by Cirulis. Nicola under pressure there, but it's going to be a throw in for Campbelltown. What have they got, Campbelltown? They showed they had plenty a week ago. They've won 3 straight matches in this final series to get here. And they're about to make a change. It's going to be Elizabeth Kufari coming on for Brooklyn Rigney. They made the same change last week. And Kufari made a difference when the score was 1-1. It was her shot rebounding off the crossbar that led to the winning goal scored by Marina Asada in stoppage time. Now, here goes Monique Rakiki. Now, that's a nicely weighted ball. Middleton got there first, though, but it's fallen to Asada. Dorba, Chelsea Dorba hits the bar. It's still alive with Asada. And the ball in there by Rakiki to Dorba again. Oh! And you could see her frustration bouncing the ball. Chelsea Dorba, she was so close.
She was so close to equalizing for Campbelltown. What an effort on her left foot to get that ball from the position she was in.
And so both sides have hit the frame of the goal. That goal especially in particular. Now Panagaris trying to make a chance at the other end, but Glynns should cover this off and get it back to Jenkins. Oh, and she's miskicked it, and Covino got there just in the nick of time. Back to Glynns. Amelia Rakiki. Monique Rakiki. Oh, great challenge, Hazelwood, but Monique Rakiki holds on, but no, now she's lost out to Nottridge. They're hungry, Comets. They don't want another repeat of that chance at the other end. That nearly got Campbelltown level. But we do have 25 minutes to go, and well, it was much later in the game, a week ago, that Campbelltown found the equaliser against West. Willoughby, Nano Sasaki, Nicola, Willoughby. 2 players close on her, but she's able to turn away. Amelia Rakiki gives chase. Willoughby wins the corner. And you can see that there's been positional moves by Comets as well. Willoughby had started on the right. Has come to the other side. Hazelwood now on the right. It's going to be Willoughby to come and take the corner.
This game's really starting to open up now. Campbelltown's just had some great chances and some great work from Willoughby on that left-hand side to earn her side a corner.
It's going to be swung in. Oh, and it's been flapped at Middleton. Hazelwood now, back to goal. Still Hazelwood. Oh, wanted to get the ball out to Weston there. Yuka Sasaki. Nano Sasaki. Does well to get it to Hazelwood. Oh. Just wide. And, well, I've seen Emily Hazelwood score plenty of goals like that. Very close again.
Yeah, she really had Claudia scrambling on that far post. Great effort from really not much of a run-up. But, again, another one of those players that can kind of create something out of nothing.
Headed out by Nicola. Campbelltown's dreams of being the first team to win the championship from 5th spot are still alive. And Chelsea Dorber might be key to that. She's played in Doman here. Doman's cross, though, is going to go straight to Maddie Molino. So I mentioned, of course, that no teams won it from 5th, but bizarrely enough, in the 9 previous WNPL Grand Final, the team that's finished 2nd, which Comets is today, has only ever won the Grand Final once.
That's a really interesting stat.
There's been more wins from 3rd. And it was your Adelaide City side in 2018 against Metro United that won from 2nd. But in fact, even in both of these last 2 years, Salisbury Inter have won it from 3rd. So quite remarkable that 3rd has a better record than 2nd in this final series. Dorber's kept that in. Now, trying to get Asada going. Cerullo should get there first. Molino stayed at home. Might have been better advised to come and collect. Weston. Nano Sasaki. Back to Molino. Just loops that over nicely there for Notridge. Maybe it's going to go out. It has. Throw in for Campbelltown. Oh, and Rakiki was left on home. Monique Rakiki! It's gone out. Ball just shaped away from the goal.
Yeah, it set up for her really nicely, and it was well worth an effort, but yeah, just couldn't quite get her foot around it.
2 goals in the final series, Monique Rakiki. 1 to draw Campbelltown level last week, and also scored the 3rd in the elimination final win over Metro in the first week of finals. That seems like so long ago. It's 3 weeks ago, out on pitch 2.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
It sure does. Throw in for Glynns. Campbelltown just having a bit of a spell with the ball in their attacking half. Yuka Sasaki just hooks it away. Just trying to battle their way in. Clearance there by Cerullis. Oh, and Nicola's dispossessed Amelia Rakiki. Nicola, only Panagaris ahead of her. Glynns comes through to win the ball. But has 2 Campbelltown, 2 Comets players for opponents. There's just players flying in everywhere here. And the decision is a Campbelltown free kick, but Nano Sasaki is down. Just look at the replay there. And, well, I think referee Diamond might have given that for handball on the basis that he didn't think Nano Sasaki was fouled and she just landed with her hands on the ball.
Yeah, and it was great work from Kira Glynns in that moment. I think when your team's 1-0 down, you need people like that to really work hard and work hard in those moments, and she did incredibly well to stop that transition and earn her side a free kick.
Well, I've got a feeling that I'm just going to throw down to you, Johnny Keko. Can you see any movement on the benches? Because I'm seeing some bits of paper being handed around. Are we likely to see a substitution?
Yes, there is about to be a substitution happening any moment now. I believe it's from Adelaide Comets, who've just handed over a piece of paper. I think it's Carl Adam Khan looking to come on as well for them. And I'm not quite sure if Campbelltown City are about to do the same as well, but definitely Adelaide Comets about to make that sub very soon.
Thank you, Johnny Keko, on the sideline. And, well, if Carl is coming on, is it going to be for Nano Sasaki? I mean, positionally, it's a pretty straight swap. Sasaki walks off. When we restart, it will be a free kick for Campbelltown. And yes, the change will be made. Carl Khan on Fernando Sasaki. Carl Khan, a winner in the grand final in 2021 with Salisbury Inter, a treble winner with Salisbury Inter that year. Pretty good player to be able to bring on.
Yeah, I was going to say, what a great player to have on your bench. All that experience, and yeah, it's unfortunate that Nano can't continue, but great replacement to have Carl come on and hopefully do a job.
Trimboli just puts the ball flat into the area. It nearly worked. Cerulis able to get the ball away. Cavino. Glynns. Here's Monique Krikiki. Back to Glynns. Good interception by Yuka Sasaki. Nicola. Back out to Yuka. And that's a good ball for Hazelwood to run onto. Panagaris in the middle, but that ball's going to be claimed by Jenkins. Jenkins goes long. Not to where Dorber is at the moment. And they're headed there by Nottridge to Nicola. And that ball forward is just going to roll towards the goal line. Jenkins can bring the ball into the penalty area and launch.
Job, I can't keep telling you. The lines are
towards Asada, who seems to be playing a little bit higher at the moment, but Willoughby was there. Headed by Cerulis, but now here's a chance for Kufari fresh onto the field. Monique Rikiki. Good challenge by Nottridge. That was really well done and got it out to Hazelwood. Now Middleton's down as well. And Comets are going to continue. Campbelltown are going to continue. They don't need to stop if the ref doesn't tell them to. Middleton's on the ground while all this is happening. The ball's come in towards Asada. And Molino holds on. There's going to be some very, very sore players tonight.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a warmer day than I think some of these players have been playing in the last few weeks. So, and everybody's been putting in an incredibly big shift. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how both teams can run out this game, because Campbelltown really needs to start, I mean, as they have been, but continue to push for an equalizer heading into the last 15 minutes.
It's a good point you make about the temperature today, because it's 25 today. It was the forecast. I think we've probably reached it. And, you know, week in, week out, coming into this game, it's been, 9, 10, 12, 13 type of weather. So it's actually quite a difference. It's the first... I'll just interrupt that thought for a moment. The attendance today is 1,731. That's a great crowd. Yeah, that's a fantastic crowd. Credit to both sets of teams and clubs for bringing out their communities and really getting behind the WNPL Grand Final. It's been a fantastic occasion so far. Yeah, but as we mentioned, a warm one. Of course, a lot of games are played at night as well, so... Yeah, I was thinking Comets have had a lot of 8:30 p.m. kickoffs on a Friday night through winter, so I can imagine 25 degrees being a bit of a shock to the system for all the players out there. The ball's been dropped back to Molino. Middleton's come to the sideline. The third Comets player to have come to the sideline as a result of injury, but will probably continue. There's Khan getting her first touch. Nicola driving through, but it was won there by Glynns. Now, Kufari. Doman now takes off. Well won there by Willoughby. Winning those 50-50 tackles for Campbelltown just gives your team so much energy. I think if they can continue to do that, the team will keep lifting, and I think the momentum will swing a bit more their way. Doman's throw. Yanella. Cavino. Header there by Hazelwood. And Khan and Yuka Sasaki trying to get the ball forward, but Well, free kick's gone Comets' way. Referee Diamond deciding, probably correctly, that there was no real advantage for Yuka there. And Middleton's back out there to take the free kick. We know whatever injury Abby Middleton has, she is a bit of a running machine, and if her ability to carry on in that fashion hasn't been impeded, she'll still keep going.
Yeah, she'll go all day, Abby Middleton. I think unless it's something really, really bad, I think we'll expect to see Abby Middleton play out this game.
Now here's Panagaris. Cavino's won it on that occasion, but Yuka Sasaki comes through. Ball inboard to Khan. Away by Cavino. And now Dorba launches forward to try to get it to Rikiki. Molino, oh, she's just not got hold of that, but Nottridge was there to rescue the situation. Trimboli goes long. That's going to be Molino's, who was back at home. You know, I spoke to a Salisbury Inter player after the 2023 grand final, probably doesn't want to be identified, which went to extra time, in which Abby Middleton played for NTC, and this particular Inter player said, does she ever actually stop running? 2 hours worth of Middleton bombing up the wing. That's going to be a free kick to Nottridge. And again, the temperatures rising here in more ways than one. Nottridge and Monique Rikiki, a little bit of a flashpoint. And Monique Rikiki's going in the book now.
Yeah, it's starting to get really fiery. And between some of the youngest players out on the park today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Both teenagers. Ciroulis with the free kick. Headed by Glynns. Khan. Nottridge puts it in the direction of Panagaris. Cavino's going to need to be careful. The flag's gone up. That's offside. Well, we are about to come to the 80-minute mark. I suspect there'll probably be 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time as well, so maybe 15 minutes for Campbelltown to find an equaliser, but they're in trouble here with Panagaris. To be fair, Jenkins had not come off her line there, so was able to see that out for a goal kick. Well, speaking of WNPL Grand Final history, here comes Roxy Dodd, the first ever goal scorer in a WNPL Grand Final for Metro United back in 2016. She replaces Marina Asada and is also the first person, Roxy Dodd, to play in this fixture for 3 different clubs. Metro United in 2016, Salisbury Inter 2 years ago. Here she is with Campbelltown.
Again, another great player to have on your bench to come on for the last 10 minutes. She's got so much experience, and you know she can score goals. So, yeah, hopefully she can make an impact for Campbelltown.
Here's Rikiki trying to make an impact, but Hazelwood's won it. Cleared by Nottridge. And I guess it's also not a bad thing for Campbelltown to have her and Dorba both really good hold-up players when they're trying to sort of break.
Yeah, exactly. If Campbelltown can get the ball to either of them, I know that they'll be able to link up really well in the final third.
Still 1-0. We're in the 82nd minute. Well, this game has been played for real. An absolute battle. Now, Panagaris has got no one within the same postcode at the moment, but has battled and kept possession. And now Yuka Sasaki's come into the area, but that ball's found Jenkins, who gets on with it quickly. Oh, and Middleton misjudged on that occasion, and it's fallen to Dorba. Western faces Dorber. Cleared by Cerulis. And a free kick for Dorber's follow-through.
You can see what she was trying to do there, but just a little bit too much on that touch in behind Western. But good moment from Campbelltown. I think the more they can get Chelsea Dauber in those positions, high and wide, isolated 1v1, the more they're going to create.
It's been two grand finals that have finished 1-0. 2018, Adelaide City defeating Metro United. And 2022, West Adelaide defeating Adelaide City in the first grand final that was played at this venue. That's the score at the moment, but there's time. If Campbelltown are good enough to do what they did last week, come back to win. Jenkins now. That's probably gone too far, and Molina will be able to claim. And we'll go long. Up towards Panagaris. Orwind Trimboli just got under that a little bit. The header's going to go back to Jenkins, who goes out towards Dorber, who's taken up a wider position at the moment with Dodd going more centrally. I guess that... So Panagaris is going to come off. She may be the match winner.
What a shift from Chrissy Panagaris today to go through a knock like that so early in the game and to fight her way back and then score so far the only goal of the game. I think she should be really proud of herself, and yeah, that takes a lot of mental strength to do that.
Yeah, well said. And Kylie Pridham, this precocious young talent, comes on for Adelaide Comets. Three goals so far this season, Pridham. And she's definitely the youngest player on the pitch at 14.
It's been great to see so many young players out there. I think it's fantastic that both sets of coaches have been able to show a lot of faith and trust in these young players, and they've been doing themselves really proud and yeah, definitely have been making an impact this season.
At what point, Dylan, do Comets look at just holding on and just making sure? Is it too early for that?
I don't know. I think we're getting quite close to that point. I think with 5 minutes to go, I think it's important to kind of get your defensive structure right and that be the priority. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, we'll see an intriguing last 5 minutes of this game.
Dodd wins the throw. Doman shaping up to send it long. No, goes to Dodd. And just played away by Yuka Sasaki. It was these sorts of areas that Campbelltown were just living in late in that game against West Adelaide, where they found the winner late in the game. Can they do it again? Just keeping those bodies forward, keeping the numbers forward and finding a way. Cerulis clears on that occasion. Cavino. It's just over Doman. Yuka Sasaki. Unluckily for her, the ball double ricocheted out. Dorber. Gone out on that occasion. And Middleton to take the throw. Just over Pridham. Cavino. Trimboli. Back to Cavino, who tries to go long. It's won there by Khan. Hazelwood. Brings the ball up the attacking right. Amelia Rakiki giving chase. Still Hazelwood. going to the corner flag, and it stayed in. Khan now goes back to the flag, trying to get around the Campbelltown defence. They're battling away Pridham now, but it's going to be cleared. Now, here's Kafari, wanting to get Dodd going there. Dodd against Nottridge. Youth against experience. Nottridge won it. Here's Khan. Oh, well, that's the end of Josephine Trimboli. Second yellow card. And she will take no further part in this one. But I don't think there could really be any doubts about that decision there. She was late. Yeah, and I think when you're on a yellow card, you really can't give the ref any moments for them to make a decision. And unfortunately, it's clear that she was quite late on that challenge. I don't think there was anything too malicious in it, but yeah, she was very, very late, and I think the second yellow is probably the right call. Well, if Campbelltown are to get in this game, get back into this, they're going to need to find an equaliser to, you would think, take it into extra time and then battle away with just the 10 players. The odds were already starting to lengthen against Campbelltown. It looks like they're basically going to just try to go with 3 at the back, and Cavino as their central player, and Glynns and Dome on either side of her. It's really all they can do, I guess, Dylan. Yeah, I mean, at this point they have absolutely nothing to lose. I think they really just need to push and go for it, and if that means leaving themselves a little bit exposed at the back, I think that's the risk they need to take. So we will very shortly find out how many extra minutes. Johnny Kiko, if you're down there, have you got do you know what? Oh, well, here comes the board to tell us how many extra minutes. I've got the feeling it'll be at least 5. We shall see.
I can just jump in quickly. Yes, it's been 5 minutes of additional time. It's just about to be announced, but yeah, I just got a quick update from the 4th official.
All right, thank you to the 4th official, Angus McDonald, and to you, Johnny Kiko, on the sideline. 5 minutes. And, well, we've still got 30 seconds of just regular time.
Sorry to cut in, Paul. It's now 6 minutes.
Okay, thank you. No, that's a... If you're gonna cut off, that's as good a reason as any. Stoppage time will be crucial. Campbelltown got the winner in stoppage time last week against West. Today, they need to get an equaliser. Battling away there is Khan. And 4 players, 2 from each side in that battle, which has ended up being a Comets throw. Both sets of players, you can see the desperation for both teams to close down the space, and at one point Comets had 3 players around the ball, so yeah, great work from them defensively, and that's the sort of stuff you want to see when you have 6 minutes to go in a grand final. Now, here goes Khan. Cavino comes to challenge. Hasn't quite gotten away. Hazelwood taking it to the corner flag again. Yeah, and this is where that experience is coming through with Hazelwood. I think that's probably the best thing to do, is to try and slow the game down and take the momentum away from Campbelltown. Comets are very close. They made a lot of changes in the off-season. Brought Joel Porter in as coach. He brought 3 players from Flinders with him. Anna Willoughby, Maddie Molino, and Lexi Denton, who's on the subs bench at the moment. They brought in a couple of players from NTC as well, or had recently been in the NTC program. They're a different side, but when talking to Eleanor Saroulis beforehand, it's the corner flag game being played again, ball's put out. When we talked about how Comets have turned around their poor finals record, she said there's a different aura this year. And that different aura is just potentially 4.5 minutes away from giving Comets their first ever championship in the WNPL. Comets' chance goes up. Grace Lucas is coming on. And so is Mariah Karatevli, who was at Comets last season. Throw in for Comets. This is exactly where they want the ball to be. Khan goes straight back to the corner flag. And that's going to be a corner. Just allows them to eat up more time, Dylan.
Yeah, their game management has been really good in this last 5 to 10 minutes. I think they've really taken the sting out of the game when it looked like Campbelltown was starting to build some momentum. So, yeah, this is exactly where they would want the ball right now. And I'm not thinking maybe they will swing it in.
No, they're not going to. They're going to play the corner flag game again with Hazelwood and Khan. But this time it's a Campbelltown throw. But they've stopped Campbelltown from getting out of these areas. Again, Khan heads it back. We've played 3 of the extra 6 minutes. Weston with the header there for Comets. Hazelwood and Khan. Khan now. It's going to be another Comets throw. They're playing this situation really, really well. Nottridge comes up to just eat up more seconds. Again, to the corner flag. They can't get out Campbelltown. Oh, that's could have been yet another injury there with Karatevli having that ball fly into her head, but she's fine. Now it's Pridham going into the corner. Dorber just trying to get the ball away. Cavino with the clearance, but it's just gone out for another throw. A lot of support here for both sides today, but it's the Comets fans that are making the noise right now. They are very, very close. And they continue to battle in that attacking right corner. And they're going to make a substitution, and Lexi Denton, who we just mentioned, is going to come on. She was promoted with Flinders United in the WSL a few years ago, stayed with the club in the WNPL for 2 years, and she's going to come on for Emily Hazelwood.
Great shift from Emily Hazelwood today. I think similar to Chrissy getting a knock in the first half and needing treatment and actually spending quite a bit of time off the field to receive that treatment. She's come back and really made a big impact in this game.
Khan just burrowing away in there. It's going to be a free kick, I think, or was the ball out? It's a throw-in for Campbelltown. And we are in the last minute of the 6. That substitution might give us a bit of extra time. Pridham chasing away from Jenkins, but again, it's just out for a throw. It's all playing out the way Adelaide Comets want in these last minutes of the game. Joel Porter still giving his players directions, making sure that Denton's covering at the back. That ball's going to go out for a goal kick. It's now or never for Campbelltown if they're going to find an equaliser. Now, the ball's a little shallow, but they might hold on to possession here. Cerulis came through with a big win. We continue. We're into the 7th minute. And the throw in there, that's full time. Adelaide Comets are the 2025 Apex Steel WNPL SA champions. They have finally done it after a couple of years of threatening to be the best team in this competition. Premiers and Cup winners in 2023, but they couldn't finish it off in the finals with a championship. Knocked out in straight sets in 2024 as well. But Joel Porter has come, he's reshuffled the deck, and now it's the Adelaide Comets that light up the sky. They are the 2025 champions, and it is richly, richly deserved in a final series in which they got absolutely everything right. Full credit to Campbelltown. Nobody expected them to get here. Nobody expected them to make the finals or the grand final. But in the end, the last hurdle was one too many. Dylan Holmes, what can you say about that game?
Oh, what a fantastic game for everybody here to have seen. I think both teams did tremendously well, and everybody should be really proud of their efforts today. And I think for Comets, I think just that experience came through, especially in the second half. But credit to Campbelltown. As you said, a bit of a fairy tale run through this final series, and they really did incredibly well today. So they should all be so proud of themselves, and hopefully this is the start of something really special at that club. With the number of young players they have, their first year in the WNPL, hopefully they can continue to build on this and come back next year even better and stronger.
You see Eleanor Saroulis in the middle of that picture. Her fourth grand final, finally wins one. 3 losses in the 3 grand finals she played in, and today she is about to lift the trophy as the captain of Adelaide Comets.
So deserved from Elena Saroulis, as she's been such a strong player in this league for so many years, and it's so unfortunate that she hasn't quite been able to win that grand final. But I think this project at Comets has felt like it's been a few years in the making to build this team and this squad, and they've come so close so many times. But for them to finally have it all come together right at the right moment, I'm really happy for Elena. She's led this team so well over the years, and no one really deserves this more than her.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I'm just checking with Johnny Kecko. Have you got an interview for us just yet, mate?
Yes, I do. I am with the match winner herself. She's scored in every game since she's come back to the squad. Congratulations, Chrissy Panagaris. How are you feeling now? Obviously a little bit sore, but I'm sure the adrenaline is stopping that at the moment.
Yeah, I'm very emotional right now. It's been a long 4 years with this club, with this team. The ups and downs that we all had coming through from 2021 when we all pretty well started, from when Comets got promoted, and yeah, it's all finally paid off. It was just the timing.
And how proud are you of this team to make it all the way you did, get the week off on the weekend, and now straight into the grand final today? How proud are you of this side to be able to do what you guys have done?
I could not be any more prouder than this team. Like, proud is like an understatement. Like, although I came in halfway through the season, watching the girls from the start, just me and Nano obviously contributing to the team, like everything from start to finish, the girls have honestly worked their asses off from pre-season in December or wherever it was. It's all paid off. I'm so proud of them, and to Joel, Adam, and the coaching staff that will come on board as well. It's just everything from start to finish. And
going into this game, obviously Campbelltown City, a little bit of a dark horse later in the season. What was the messaging coming into this game from Joel?
Oh, look, I've got to give it to Campbelltown. Like, they deserve it as much as we do. They came from 9th spot all the way to 5th, beating the 2 teams, Inter and West Adelaide. Like, they deserve it just as much as we do, and I've got to give it to them. Like, it was a good hit out as well. Couldn't ask for a better grand final as this one. But yeah, look, honestly, we didn't focus too much on Campbelltown. Obviously, we focused more on our strengths, and obviously having the week off, we could regroup, and obviously the result paid off. And it's a family affair here, little nephew with you as well. How much does it mean to win for your family as well? Well, as you can tell, besides the last name, we've got little number 8 here, same as me. But yeah, I'm just so happy. They make me really proud. And last question, how proud are you of your auntie?
I'm really proud.
Oh, brilliant. Go enjoy it. How great is that? That's what grand finals are all about. Back to you, Paul.
Thanks so much, Johnny. With the match winner today, Chrissy Panagaris, scoring the only goal of the game in the 2025 Apex Steel WNPL Grand Final, brought to you by JB Metropolitan, and she can sprint off to join the rest of the Comets players in the photo. I think they're all making sure to wait so that she can get in and amongst it, and with the Comets fans behind them. What great moments. These have got to be some of your favourite moments when you look back and matches you've played over the years, Dylan.
Yeah, I think it's so special when you win games like this. It's obviously, special to share it with your teammates, but I think it's even more special to share it with the people that have been there along the way, the people that, were at Adelaide Comets at 8:30 p.m. on a Friday night cheering this team on and have been there all the way through. So, really, really nice scenes to see, and great support from Comets today to get out and get around the girls. And yeah, these are some of the best and most memorable moments of grand finals for me personally. So, yeah, very special.
And I guess also, we've talked about Campbelltown, they hadn't won a game until round 8. They just scraped into the finals and they made all the way through. And, what a sort of, fairy tale that was. But in 2020, Adelaide Comets finished bottom and there was no relegation that year. That was COVID, it was chaos, etc., etc. But after that, and by the way, they had Georgie Nicola and Claudia Jenkins in the side that year. Quite remarkable. But they must have made a decision at the club that we're really going to try to make something of our WNPL team, because from the next year on, they were competitive. And by the time we got to 2023, they'd won the Premiership and the Cup, couldn't finish it off in the grand final and make the grand final that year. But here they are. The years of investment have paid off.
Yeah, I think Campbelltown's at the beginning of that journey. So I think it's really great to see. These are two huge clubs in South Australian football, both on the men's and the women's side, and they should be competing at the very top of the table in both the WNPL and the men's NPL as well. So I think it shows what's possible when you really put your mind to it and you invest in the programs and you resource it well. And and I think Campbelltown showed that quite quickly this year that anything is possible. And I think for Comets, it's been a project that's been building over the last few years, but I think they finally got all the pieces right, from the playing group to the coaching staff to the support staff, and it just all came together for them. So, I think these are two great examples of what it can look like when clubs really decide to invest in their women's programs and resource them really well.
We just saw the goal there on replay, and my goodness, what amazing work by Yuka Sasaki on the attacking left there too. She was on the ground by the time she'd played that ball through to Panagaris to make that chance, which Chrissy finished fantastically well. So we're just about to watch the presentations. Great work by Johnny Kecko. He's been our sideline commentator, and he's also the MC of the presentation, earning his keep today. And first up, normally we have the officials who looked after the game today. Referee Alexander Diamond, assistant refs Judah Tan, Yarko Sopen.
The first presentation will be made
fourth
to
official
the match
Angus
officials
McDonald,
of today's game.
Referee
Please
coach Sean
welcome
Grimman,
referee Alexander
and
Diamond,
the shadow referee
referee
Ethan Brunt.
Judah Tan.
Well done to all the officials today.
Soponen, and the fourth official, Angus McDonald, referee coach Sean Grimond, and shadow referee Ethan Brandt.
Well, a bit of an ordinary reception, I think, for the officials. I mean, that game had so many clashes and so many incidents that it was not an easy one to referee at all, and I don't think they did a bad job myself.
No, I completely agree. I think all the calls that needed to be made were made, and I guess inevitably one set of supporters is going to be probably less happy than the other in games like this, but I think the referees did a really good job today. Yeah, no,
I thought they did really well. So normally next up is the runners-up.
Campbelltown City for making it all the way to the grand final.
Now, what's this moment like when you're the runner-up getting the medal? Do you really deep down just want to get out of there?
Yeah, a little bit, but I hope all the Campbelltown girls really take the time to reflect on their season and
Chelsea
how far
Gorba.
they've come. So hopefully it might not happen
10,
in this moment, but
Amelia
they should be all so incredibly proud of themselves and,
Number 12,
and what they've achieved
Monique
this season.
Summer
Number
Doman,
13,
Adelaide City 2 years ago, Modbury Jets last year.
Georgia
I doubt
Yanella.
she thought she'd be playing in a WNPL
21,
Grand Final
Cara
so soon.
Glins.
But
Number 22, Claudia Jenkins.
players have come from all sorts
Number
of different
31,
places.
Sienna Cavino.
And
Number 36, Marina Asada.
they've come together
Number
to
44,
gel
Brooklyn
very,
Whitney.
very well.
Yeah, I think it's
Number
really
6,
nice to see
Grace
when
Lukacs.
players move to new clubs, and sometimes
9,
it's just the
Ruby
fresh start
DePieri.
that they need, and they find
Number
that maybe
11,
they
Mariah
thrive
Garetevli.
in that environment. So I think we've
Number
seen that
17,
with a few
Francesca
players at
Quill.
Campbelltown that have potentially
Number
taken
19,
the chance
Elizabeth Gufari.
and gone to the newly promoted club for
24,
a fresh
Carla
start.
Madonna.
And players like
Number
Summer
32,
Doman have had
Roxanne
really
Dodd.
fantastic seasons. So
And
it's
team officials.
really nice to
Andrea
see.
Costello,
And
Sean,
people
Roger
watching
Williamson,
might not have seen it, but
Claudia
when Mariah Karatevli's name was called out, there was a huge ovation from the Comets players. Obviously still a popular ex-player with that group. They gave her a lovely ovation as she came up to get her runners-up medal. And it's interesting that a few players have come from Comets to Campbelltown, and we talked about, you know, how Eleanor Saroulis had said that Comets had that, you know, better aura this year, but those players that went from Comets to Campbelltown made a contribution there. So maybe sometimes it is just about getting the mix. It's not that a player's better or worse necessarily, but is it just like, you know, the chemistry amongst the team?
Yeah, and I think you can't really predict what that chemistry is going to look like, but I think for Campbelltown, they've gone and it's a fresh start, and it's worked really well for them.
From the LA Comets, number 8, Chrissy Panagaris.
Chrissy Panagaris gets player of the game, and really, not just for being the match winner, but for just battling when she was in such obvious pain. She deserves every plaudit today. A lot of huge contributors for Comets. I loved the games of both Yuka Sasaki and Anna Willoughby today as well. I loved their contributions in battling in midfield for Comets.
Apex Steel WNPL Grand Final. The LA Comets, starting with number 1 in goals, Madison Molino.
Just let the presentation go through with the MC, Johnny Kiko, now, as the Comets
number
players
6,
come up.
Izzy Nottridge. Number 8, Chrissy Panagaris. Number 9, Anastasia Willoughby. Number 10, Georgie Nicola. Number 14, Emily Hazelwood. Number 33, Nanako Sasaki. Number 40, Yuka Sasaki. Number 51, Abby Middleton. Number 55, Sienna Weston. Number 3, Alexandra Denton. Number 5, Joanna Katabas. Number 7, Elizabeth Warren. Number 17, Carl Adam Khan. Number 20, Carly Pridham. Number 21, Mai Vianakos. Number 44, Anastasia Marzilli. And the captain, number 2, Elena Saroulis. And the team officials for the Adelaide Comets, Adam Manning, Kayla Kopsaftis, Alex Sava, John Allison, Chelsea Holmes, Lucky Paycos, and the coach, Joel Porter.
Now the coaches and staff of Comets received their medals. What a year for them. They've also played their first games this year with LJ Hooker Mile in Sports Park.
I'd now like to welcome up the captain of the LA Comets
as their home ground,
Elena Saroulis, to say a few words. I'll start you off, Elena. A big moment here for the club. How proud are you of the girls to do what they have done today and, well, finishing second on the ladder, but come out and win the championship? How proud are you?
I'm obviously so proud of the girls. They know how much this not only means to me, but for the club and all of yous. I couldn't have done it without anyone else. Honestly, you guys are the best group of girls, both on and off the pitch, and I actually love you all so much. Obviously, massive congratulations to Campbelltown for their efforts. You guys have played amazing and you gave us a big fight. I want to say massive thank you to everyone who came out to support us today, all our family, friends, everyone at Comets. Honestly, this isn't only for us, this is for you guys, the first time in our history. Massive thank you to our coaching staff Joel, Adam, everyone, Joshy, everyone that comes out week in, week out, you guys are amazing. We couldn't have done it without you, and obviously you girls. Love you guys.
Congratulations once again to the champions for 2025, the Adelaide Comets. I'd now like to welcome back up Elena Sarunas, the captain, and head coach Joel Porter to be awarded with the premiership, the championship trophy and pennant.
Joel Porter and Eleanor Saroulis hold up the championship trophy.
Your 2025 Apex Steel Women's National Premier League's champions, the Adelaide Comets.
Adelaide Comets for the first time win the WNPL championship and add their name to the list of WNPL champions with Metro United, Adelaide City, West Adelaide and Salisbury Inter. They have had a couple of near misses in these final series, but this time they got everything right at the business end of the season, and they are deserving champions of the Apex Steel WNPL SA.
We'd like to thank you for attending today and for all your ongoing support of local football. Things are so turning home, and once again, congratulations to your champions, the Adelaide Comets.
Some quick thank yous from me before we wrap up. Football SA and the media team led by Jaden Betterman. Thanks to Johnny Kecko down there, who's done a terrific job on the sideline and being the MC. Seb O'Neill also helping out today. Big thanks to Tom Drexler-Savage and Chris Reichman looking after us with the camera and presenting today and directorship of these pictures. And thanks to all the sponsors who make this possible. JB Metropolitan, Apex Steel, Carl's Jr., RAA, SA Power Networks, Flinders University. We really appreciate your support. And a big thanks to Dylan Holmes for once again being a terrific co-commentator today. Joel Porter gets the Gatorade shower, the ice shower. And some final thoughts from you, Dylan.
Yeah, congratulations to Adelaide Comets for a well-deserved victory. I think they've had such a consistent season, and like I said before, I think they've been building this team over the last few years to finally achieve the WNPL championship. So all credit to the club for investing in their women's program, and to Joel Porter for coming in this season and doing a really great job and really taking this team to another level. So yeah, congratulations to them, and hopefully they can continue to build on this in the years to come. And yeah, it was such a great game, and they should all be incredibly proud of their efforts today.
Thank you, Dylan, and again for your expert comments today, and really want to wish you and everybody else well at Adelaide United for the coming A-League W season. Of course, we now switch our focus, those of us that following football in South Australia now switch our focus to Adelaide United's upcoming campaign in the 2025-2026 A-League season, which of course will feature a couple of players that we've seen here today. Some on opposing sides. They'll all be back together, friends again, after what was a very intense match and a very physical match played here at ServiceFM Stadium here today. Seeing the celebrations continue for the Comets. I'm sure they'll be celebrating long into the night, and I was just mentioning before that they'll be able to do that at their home ground, LJ Hooker Mile End Sports Park in the West Parklands. Maybe an omen. I actually drove past their venue on my way here today because I was dropping the rest of my family off at the Royal Show, came back up past West Terrace, and I'm pretty sure that's where the festivities are going to be this evening. So congratulations again to Adelaide Comets. We're going to wrap it up here. Another fantastic WNPL season comes to a close. We look forward to seeing you again back out here in 2026, and whatever you're doing, enjoy the rest of the weekend.